Well, I think we're a long way away. I'm not sure we will deserve to win the World Cup, or we have the potential to. We're a year out. I think if the World Cup was next week, we'd be one of quite a few teams who could possibly win it. We're just trying to get to a situation where we have no fear of losing a game of rugby. We want to be totally prepared, so you give the players every fighting chance of being successful in a tournament that's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and that's my job. That's what I intend to do. Ben, the point I'm saying, the cricket on the touchline, you've got to always be coming forward. The further back you can get, the better. Come forward onto it.
I guess the situation is now with the rugby public in this country, they expect us to win, especially when we're at home. They expect us to win every game, which I think is a positive thing. You know, when I first started watching England play rugby in the 80s, winning 2 games or 3 games out of 4 would have been a success. So now nothing other than winning every game is deemed a success. So I think that's a positive pressure to be under.
We talk all the time, world-class performance, be the best team in the world. We're not here trying to just win a Grand Slam, the best in Europe. We are generally trying to be the best in the world. And that to me is the only thing we've got to do.
Jono will be captain of the team against New Zealand. I'll be announcing that on Wednesday. So congratulations to Martin. And please don't announce until I announce on Wednesday after these 2 days. But I think it's important we now start to put some people in place. So Martin will captain the team, and good luck to him. Five-man attack, something called 137 England punch.
I suppose the big approach is probably summed up in the catchphrase, attention to detail.
We'll just quickly go through these with Robbo was here. Red,
we're going to throw to the back of the line out, look to drive.
Clive put in a structure now where we have all the individual coaches, the people who just have their one specific area of the game to look after, and they then become responsible.
And use that system irrespective of who we're playing.
There's also a lot of emphasis on the players being in charge as well, you know, to have a great input in the way things are going.
This whole idea of isolating the return kicks, getting out of the red zone from one phase and split away.
The question's always asked, what do you think, how do you feel? Anything you want to say, you're underwritten by a huge enthusiasm from Clive and his staff.
But the first option will be to give it to Austin and really have a crack.
Can you just assess the challenge facing English rugby over the next 3 weeks?
It's just another game, another fixture, and I'm pleased the way England are moving forward. I'm delighted to be playing these fixtures. To be honest, I think it's fantastic to be playing these guys at Twickenham.
James, a lot of your game is in not being inhibited or just playing by instinct. Is that what you've got to take into this game? Not let the pressure somehow sort of make you play safe. Is that something you've got to work out in your head?
Absolutely. I've got to be safe because I'd be afraid of making an error that could cause the side some points. But at the same time, I've got to go out there and I've got to try and play my game. I've got to be confident and try and get my hands on the ball, because if I don't, then there's no point in me being there. You don't feel that you are part of it at first. You feel that you're there with them and it's great, but you think, these are legends, you know. Only a few years ago we were in school watching them on the telly, and you think, should you be treated like them because they are what they are? And it's, you know, it's nerve-wracking. I get nervous all the time.
Concentrate. Get really close. James, closer. You've got to get really close. Drive your shoulder into the target, coming up.
You've got to find out who can play, to be quite honest. I wouldn't be surprised if there's quite a few changes this year in the build-up to the World Cup, just so Clive can see whether James Simpson-Daniel can actually play international rugby or Phil Christophers. It's a case of, right, let's have a little look. If someone gets injured, hopefully by that time you'll be able to say, look, great, lovely. We know this lad can do it.
As far as tries conceded, we're number 1. It means nothing. That's history. Let's make sure, come Saturday, you're in the mental frame to get out there and get hold of this team and absolutely tear it to pieces. You know yourself, there's no better feeling if you've got your defence absolutely ransacking everything they throw at us. Your preparation has been absolute quality, okay? Just make sure you get yourself in the right mental state. An absolute quality session.
Right, let's go line out forward. Right, hit the point.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
A special well done, James. First cap, you're in a great team. Let's have a great day. I'll ask John to present James with his first shirt. Just well done, especially to all four of you. Get everyone inside, please. Everyone in. Louise, stop. Okay, just three things. Everyone fine? Two, the weather. Johnny, nothing expected. Okay, it's as is. Just three. We're going out 7 minutes before the start, just so everyone's clear the procedures. We go out, there'll be a minute's silence, Remembrance Day. We then go into the hooker. John, take your team up. Want everybody out there, all 22 players. When we go out, England tops on. Okay, England tops on. Subs, when we line up for the hooker, I want it all looking the same. Let's get on the halfway line, front up to it. I've spoken to Jono about this. When they're doing this hooker, okay, get inspired by it. Let's be thinking clearly about the kick-off. We'll know whether we're kicking off. We'll know whether we're receiving. So think, don't get lost in the whole hype of the thing. Enjoy it. Let's be thinking about the kick-off. At the moment this is over, I want everybody just walk into the side with Jono. Make them wait. Everyone walk to the side, tops off, into Martin. Jono, take as long as you want before we start. Take as long as you want before we start. Everyone walk to the side, tops off, into Martin. Away we go.
New Zealand rugby over a very long period of time is very, very special. But also there comes a point in time with English rugby that we have to knock that down, and I think today is an opportunity to do that.
I sat next to an ex-SAS officer who'd won medals for his country, and he was asking me about what the changing room was like before the game. He said, you must be climbing the walls, you must be singing the national anthem, you must just be fired up about England. And I hope I didn't burst his bubble, because I said, no, it's not really like that at all. Those sort of days have tended to have gone now, because it is such a professional thing. You're thinking about your individual job that you have to do in the first 5 minutes. You're thinking about your first touch and your first tackle.
Let's remember, our counter-attack is a vital part of our game. It means we've got to get people behind the ball to launch our attacks back at them. That work off the ball is crucial here.
The tracksuits come off, so here we go. Long floated pass in the line, and now out to Jonah Lomu, who scores! Jonah Lomu's 7th try against England.
Dawson gets the ball, spins it out to Wilkinson. Wilkinson drop kicks for goal. It's over. England are back in front by 9 points to 7. It's tidied up by Umanga. He gets it to Howlett. Howlett sprinting for the corner. Robinson chases. Howlett wins the race, and Howlett scored. A magnificent counter-attack. Try for New Zealand, and the All Blacks are back in front.
England have it now. Drop goal attempt. Little chip ahead now from Wilkinson. Wilkinson's going to chase his own kick. Brilliant try from Johnny Wilkinson. England 22, New Zealand 14. Mertens is held in the tackle. The pick-up is from Wilkinson. He flips the ball inside to Cohen. Cohen's got a straight run to the line. Cohen's going to get there. Cohen scored! Brilliant try for England. England 29, New Zealand 14. And England are rampant now.
And there's a chance here for the scrum half. Burrowed his way forward, and that was a remarkable try. And New Zealand are back in action here. England have been in such control, they daren't let this slip away from themselves now. The wall of white jerseys and the ball's knocked on, and that is it. And England have won the first of their 3 big tests in November. They have won by 31 points to 28.
For about an hour we worked on international pace, weren't we, and we still won. Okay, it took us 40 to get into it. We had 20 good minutes. And it took us a few dubious calls, but we've got to sort ourselves out for next time. A good win, eh?
Fellas, listen up. Recovery. I want everybody to do an ice bath. 5 minutes. There are timers on the walls.
Start again. It was on 4:30.
Video camera.
Oh, biscuit, that's disgraceful.
Well, as long as I stick my thumbs in these vertebrae and keep moving, you can bend quite nicely, Ben.
Exactly. Just running around behind me.
I should imagine that the best day is Saturday morning before a game, and then the cycle starts all over again on the Sunday. And we'll reassess. Just got to remember these aren't normal people. The normal patients don't respond quite in the same manner. I got in trouble once because I think I was quoted somewhere saying that it's like having 3 controlled car crashes a week. That's what it is. I mean, a normal person got into this sort of contact environment, they'd be in bits for 6 to 8 weeks before they'd be able to move again.
Right.
It's a lot better, Ben.
The orange coat, the next orange coat.
But it's brown when they're not there.
Nice, good spike. Oh,
he's even got a left bounce as well.
crossbar.
Well, we'll let you play first, Will, further from the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Go for the crossbar?
Yeah. Don't miss it. Missed it. Missed it. Ball. Ball.
You guys.
Oh,
I never win doing this.
Right.
You go have a bat.
Don't miss.
Yeah! Nice! Give him this.
For a half penny.
Oh, he's missed it. Missed to tie the hole. No chance.
He's got it.
Oh!
Yeah, Mongo. Jono. Yep. Jono. Come on, Jono, come on. Yeah. High one, Jono, high one. Low one. Again. Bastard, lucky. There's no changes. Just to be very clear what we're doing now in terms of stack quarterback. Stack 1, Robbo on his own, 1 player. Quarterback 1, Ben Cohen comes in to the quarterback position. Stack 2, 2 players, Robbo, Sinbad, Ben comes in. And quarterback 3, Tins is the only change. Tins comes to the 10 for the dummy hammer on Ben coming round.
Left side, left side.
No, mate, you've come right across that.
It's not quite enough juice. Just ask
You
the
want to run a
question,
bit
lads,
quicker.
how much relevance has that got till tomorrow doing that?
What relevance has that got to the game, Jono?
I'll tell you what, if he fucking does it like that,
You had a tea, mate.
No, I didn't. I had a kick. Olaf comes up and goes, what relevance has that got to the game? Well, nothing, Dave, just trying to laugh, you know?
So what do we make of Delalio not being in the starting lineup?
I think it's the first time, certainly since I've been in charge, that there has been genuine contenders to back Delalio Hill.
He just phoned me up before the Australia game and said, I don't think you performed well enough, I'm not going to play you for your 50th cap against Australia. I didn't agree. You all get shafted in selection at some stage in your career, whether it's your first cap or your 50th cap, and if you get dropped, clearly you're not doing what the coaches want. The pendulum can swing very quickly. 1 minute you're a superstar, you played the best game of your life, the next minute you're on the bench, and you mustn't try and change the way you play completely just to suit what the coaches want.
The key thing we said last week, that 25-minute period when we'd put them under pressure, they were feeling the heat, we were feeling the heat. We've got to work through it. You think about last week, we were down 14-9 coming up to the half. We got points on them, 17-14 at half time. That was the game in the end, wasn't it? The second half was even 14-all. That was the game 10 minutes before half time, 10 minutes before the end of the game, when we kept them out. Okay, that's a crucial period. So we've got to come through that 20-minute spell. When there's 6-7 minutes to go, I want us to score again twice if we can. That would be great. Score twice before half time. Let's just concentrate. The start will happen anyway because we're all full of adrenaline. Concentrate on that period there where we need to get ourselves going forward, take stock, and keep the pressure on them. It'll be a good day tomorrow. A good day. Let's take them to bits. World record. Quick meeting.
Well done.
No video. Didn't win 1-1 last week.
Firstly, Australia. I believe we're playing against a massively frustrated team this afternoon. One, they are going to run the ball. I just believe after this week, our defence is going to be set up to play. Two, if they don't run it, they're going to kick it. And that's where our mindset is really going to get turned on by this game. When they kick it, they'll kick it long to Jason, to Ben, or to James. We catch that ball, we recycle the ball, and we play. We are going to attack this team. But when they kick it, get turned on. We go back at them. Secondly, we can talk all week about coaching and this and that. One of the key parameters is doors hanging. Doors hanging. We didn't achieve that last week. We will achieve it today. Third point and last point, I have no fear of failing. The only fear I have, and this team should have, is if we leave everything we've talked about, the way we're going to play, on the paddock or in that fucking room. I personally woke up tremendously excited about today. Can't wait. Let's fucking play.
A beautiful, beautiful occasion here at Twickenham.
The world champions Australia are where England want to be in a year's time. We're going to learn an awful lot about Martin Johnson's side here this afternoon.
Through Simpson and England will score the first try. Ben Cohen it is who scores.
Here we have the scrum, the last set piece. Kefu gets it, gives it out to Flatley. Flatley runs to the line. Flatley scores a magnificent try for Australia, and that is a spectacular way to end a spectacular first half.
This is Larkham through one gap. Larkham floated past. This is Saylor. Saylor to the line. Saylor to score. Brilliant try for Australia, and suddenly, from a score either side of half-time, Australia are in front. It's England 16, Australia 18.
They've really come out of the blocks from this second half.
This is Wilkinson, steps off his left foot. In come the tackles from Australia. Ball goes loose, Australia counter-attack through Flatley. Flatley's got 60 metres to go. Wilkinson. Is Robinson going to take him? No, he doesn't. Flatley's going to score, and suddenly England are looking at a real thumping. And the alarm bells, well, they're ringing at Twickenham. England 19, Australia 31 on the scoreboard, but crucially only 18 minutes gone in this second half. Up comes Wilkinson, strikes the ball left-footed. Straight through the middle it goes yet again. It narrows the gap.
England win the ball again. Dawson out, Simpson Daniel at play half. Gives it to Cohen. Cohen crashes through, and Cohen scores. A magnificent try for England. And this would put England back in front. He comes up, left-footed through the post. England take the lead, 32-31. Larkham has it on his goal line. Oh, he kicks, and that will be it, because it will go into touch. It does. It's all over. Another historic victory for England, and they retain the Cook Cup. They have beaten the world champions 3 times, something they've never achieved in the history of international rugby.
Dummy, mate, that's show and go, mate. Show and go. Show, go. Ooh, yeah. Give them 14 points.
Going into that game, it felt like I had a lot of things to prove and get done, and to go sort of 12 points down and then to come back and win it, it does catch up with you very quickly. The sort of the intensity of it all just comes crashing home. It's difficult to take sometimes when you turn up on one day and you've been living your quiet reserve life all week. You turn up on a match day and things are just like completely ridiculous, and you sort of think, well, if people knew the way I lived and knew more about me, they might think differently. The life I lead is very much getting out just with myself and my brother on rugby pitches, kicking balls with no one around, no one watching, and then for one day a week people come and see you and they think that you have a mad lifestyle, and that's what they perceive to be celebrity. It's not at all.
Oh, you can win! Shooting in the middle. I'm back again. Finish at the far end. Finish at the far end. Oh, good style. Oh, like great. Oh, you came up with it.
Early when you're up there, didn't you?
Okay, just pop into, just on the cones by the ladders then. Onto the
Good.
Oh, God.
The only thing I say is that could you receive that pass? Throughout the game I was trying to sort of lurk and just try and get there for the offload and stuff.
It is great that I have all this information, because you know the game's coming on so much, and anything you can get on the opposition, then you know you will take.
So here's a punch drive, good ball from the line out. Okay, just stop it there. What are your thoughts, having seen that?
We're just going bang, bang, either side, instead of saying, right, this is how we're set, making a late decision.
The things that we have available to us on the computers, we have any information you need to know about any player, any game, the attack, what they do in defence, how they kick. I've never had that before, and it makes our job easier. You know, we know what they do in certain positions at certain times. All the little details that a lot of people wouldn't think that we go into.
Got it, thanks. Stop it there. Engage.
Ready? And 2, 3, 4. Scram, sit up, reset.
We've got to get that urgency back in our attacking game. If we call the right-hand side up, we want it up. If we call the left-hand side up, we want it up. We're only getting 5 attacking scrums per game, all right? And we're fucking them all up. Let's get the urgency. So if you hear it, reinforce it.
Get me right up there. Okay, let's go. 2, 3, 4, yes, 2, 3, chase it. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
get the impression looking around though we're about 25 years too old for this place. Johnny, there's got to be some better attractions than this.
Zebra? Antelope?
You know what we want. We want things that eat people.
Tigers. Yeah. Tigers?
All this was cheetahs and leopards. And we started to make up lists of animal 15s or safari animal 15s.
The disagreement normally comes in the front row, based with the fact that I'm quite keen to get the polar bear in there.
Rhino and a polar bear in my front row, and a hyena where Neil Back plays. See, that works well, doesn't it? Scavenger.
Polar bear not bad, but silverback beats him every time. You've got to get your silverback in at tight head. A polar bear puts weight on, is a bit flabby, and silverback's got that big, strong back, big head, big Swede to drop on you in case of emergencies. So we just thought silverback was, I'd get him in there as your number 3 tight head every time.
The most contentious this year was second rows, wasn't it? Is, you know, do you go for your big elephant or something like that, or do you go for a giraffe?
Bison.
You know, quite athletic, tall, skinny, easy to throw around.
You've thrown them around, have you?
They're bigger than you think, giraffes. They're tall, but they're bigger than I've seen them at a safari park close up, and they're quite big. You wouldn't want to mess with a giraffe. But obviously, it win a bit of line-out ball for you as well. I don't think anyone could compete with a giraffe, could they?
Well, yeah, you've got to have your chimp, I reckon, at scrum half.
Genius.
Well, he's got good hands, hasn't he?
Genius, yeah.
Got very strong wrists, you know,
Yeah.
Get rid of that ball.
Yeah.
Bit of a character. Can probably run the show. Got social interaction.
Yeah.
So you can get the best out of everyone.
Get the warthog at 12, where Will Griever plays. Doing a job.
Same pace, definitely.
Yeah, similar pace, similar face.
I suppose when you're looking at it, your cats could be on the wing, couldn't they? Your smaller ones.
Cheetah.
Yeah.
Jaguar. Have those at hooker maybe thrown in.
Maybe a tight head problem. Put them on the tight head, mate. Yeah, secure the whole scrum. Paid good money to see these.
Paid good money.
The other two sides, they don't mind being equal, getting parity. These lot will want to try and run over us. Be ready for that confrontation.
Because there's no way that physically they're better than us. I think it turns us on, looking at the players we have on our side. The physical challenge really does turn the players in this room on. I know that, you know that. Let's take that on to the field at 2:30. Let's really relish the physicality of this game.
Here's Martin Johnson leading out the England team.
He has a little slap at the face of Ben Cohen. That was a very late tackle indeed on Johnny Wilkinson. Dawson picks it up and runs and sets off across the right. Nobody wants to tackle him as he pops the ball back inside to Delalio, to Tyndall. Tyndall to Cohen. Cohen's got 22 minutes to go. It's Cohen against Fleck. Cohen to the line. He gets there. The referee consults his notes and gives the try to Ben Cohen. His 19th try in his 21st international.
Now to Dawson. Dawson flicks it up to Wilkinson. He drives through, passes it inside to Greenwood. 5 metres out, in front of the post. Greenwood up to the line. Greenwood on the line, over the line. And Will Greenwood scores.
Greenwood dummies inside to Tyndall, goes himself. Greenwood to the line, he's reached the line, he's over.
Richard Hill, who dives and gets the try. Turn round again, another metre, and another, a great chance, and the try is given. A golden moment at the end of a golden fortnight for English rugby. But what a result for England. They've beaten all three Tri-Nations teams. They've done it, and they've done it in style. This is a very special England team.
But just well done to everybody. Last 3 weeks, we'll have a quick meeting tonight. But out there today was tremendous. A tough old game. Everyone stuck to it. Self-control was spot on. Just well done to everybody. Well done.
Well done, good discipline both ways. Kept the game, a shape mainly, and kept the heads. Hang on.
Andy?
All I want to say is just great leadership out there, guys. Great leadership, well done. And roll on France. Excellent, well done.
Well, there's a lot of pride in this, and the players want to win a Grand Slam. I like to win a Grand Slam, but until you've played in it or coached it, you don't realise how difficult it is. And it is. It's not a case of, well, England are bound to beat Wales, Scotland, Ireland. It doesn't happen that way. And we have to be at our best, and we haven't been on a few occasions. If you look back at the history of the Six Nations Rugby, Five Nations Rugby, no one remembers teams that win the championship. The only teams you remember are those who win a Grand Slam.
We won the championship when we lost to Ireland last game of the season. You feel homing on some of the boys, and they're pinning the sort of Six Nations medal championship winners round our necks, and it's just like, yeah, it doesn't quite feel right picking up this trophy when we've just lost.
As a player, you really remember the ones who lost probably more than the ones who won in this situation. Probably got the best record of any team over the last 5 years in the Six Nations, but everyone remembers Wales at Wembley, or Scotland in 2000, or Ireland at Dublin, rather than scoring 50 points against Ireland or Wales, or beating France 2 years ago.
You don't want to be remembered as a player who was a very good player, or part of a team that was a very good team but didn't actually win anything. It does niggle a little bit, and that won't change until you actually win something.
I mean, I lay awake for 2 or 3 days just because we've played some great rugby and lost the game, and I don't want to miss opportunities. I don't ever want to experience it again.
You learn far more from success than you do from losses. Far more. I use my business analogy. Now, I remember talking about this before I even started coaching. That in business, what happens, if you get the big deal, do something fantastically well, everyone goes out to the pub, success, open shop. You lose the big deal, it's the 8 o'clock Monday morning meeting, everyone's in, what the hell's happened? To me, it's the complete reverse. When you win the big deal or being successful, that's where you meet Monday morning at 8 o'clock, find out why you won, why you've been successful, how you can now be better. So you concentrate success and go from there. If you lose the big deal, go down the pub and get pissed. And that's what rugby's about. As long as you've been successful all the way, you're going to get the odd blip. That's when you don't overreact. You take it on a few points. But England, I think, have gone from there to there. But it's not been a straight line. We've gone like there, we've had the odd blip, but then we've immediately concentrated success, we've gone on again. So every time we've lost, we've got, when we lost to France last February, it was a disaster for us. The roof caved in, but we've not lost since. That's good. And I think that's what we've been good at doing. We concentrate on why we're winning, and we've got better and better and better, and we're still doing that. Bringing new ideas, new people. And we've not had the massive ever panic critical meetings because we lost one game.
I think on the back of what happened in the autumn, we played New Zealand, Australia, South Africa. It was a real buzz. There was a real buzz around English rugby. We got 3 great victories. We won the 3 games. So I think, quite rightly, going into this tournament, everyone was very, very excited because, at home we just beaten the three Southern Hemisphere superpowers, but I've made no mistake or no secret of the fact that I think it's imperative that we win this championship this year, because if we're going to talk about winning World Cups and so on and so forth, I think it's vital that we actually win the championship.
A lot
lot of lessons in the last 2 or 3 years. The biggest one to me is if we look back at this odd blip, is we haven't started those games absolutely route one and physical. We know we can play football, we've proved we can play football, we have nothing to prove. The only thing we've got to make sure we get right in these games. If this year is going to be our year, we have to take that mindset to every game. We haven't done that. The odd game we've slipped up the last couple of years. We must get that right. How we start the game. The rest will just develop very, very easily.
The French game is huge. If England were lucky enough to win it, it's a big springboard. If we lose it, you know, no matter what we've done over the last few months, the ceiling's going to come down again.
Inside! Any doubt, hang on. Any doubt, hang on. Don't wait for the defence. Once you've got people coming, just go. Call the political. Go straight away. Some of them defend first. Go straight away.
I don't think you can underplay how big a game this is for England. If England lose at the weekend, it's enormous ramifications, because certainly, if I can think back as a player, I can't remember a bigger game for the opening of the Championship with so much riding on it, because England have let slip the Grand Slam maybe 3 or 4 seasons running. And I just couldn't contemplate being in the England camp, all this preparation, all this attention, going out on Saturday, playing the game of your life, and then losing.
I know you've always said you'd never thought about 100 caps, but I mean, now that it is going to arrive, I mean, how great an achievement do you consider it to be?
From 1 to whatever number of caps you play, the feeling is still the same when you actually pull it on the jersey, you're in the changing room before a big game, whether that be at Twickenham, or whether that be in France, or whether that be in Australia. You have that apprehension that you're going into a huge game. You've got a little bit of fear there, because if fear wasn't there, you wouldn't be at the top of your game. Fear wouldn't be of necessarily the opposition. The fear would most probably be of playing badly as an individual, or losing as a team. That's what that fear would be.
Chase, can we just go through the games one by one?
Again. You mentioned there taking the lessons of last times and previous occasions into this one. What's the one lesson, the one key thing you're going to take in this week that you've learned from the last 3 or 4 years?
Bored of doing the same interviews year after year after year. It's just like so tedious.
Yeah, you keep on saying stuff like, yeah, Matt's a really nice guy.
Who do you work for? A company called Firm Security. Right? Hey, don't laugh, such. No, it was I was doing that. You must remember I was doing all that security guarding. That's on a management training. They're doing 6 months. I was at night in Debenhams and Woolworths.
Were you actually with the old number?
Just giving a boy.
9 to 5. Was
He's taken 2 into the change room. He's taken 2 into the change room.
9 to 5.
Oh no, mate! I was doing like sort of 12-hour shifts, so it could be either 6 to 6 or 6 in the evening till 6 in the morning, sitting in a little like security room watching the screen. There's nothing happening. Watching the back of a trailer for like for 12 hours.
So do you think you'll go back into that?
First of all, never been said properly, but so to Jason, you know, a huge congratulations from all the squad. The RFU will be giving you something to do tomorrow night, and I know the team, the squad, will give you something over the next few weeks. But clearly, we want to focus on the game tomorrow. But just for me, you know, huge achievement, well done, and I'm sure everyone in the room will give you fantastic support tomorrow. It will be a great day. So just well done to you. I'm often asked a question about motivation and how do you motivate this team, and I just want to give you a very, very simple answer to the word motivation. I think the word motivation is the biggest of the bollocks I've ever come across, and I find it very difficult to answer that question. What I do understand with motivation is this, that the only way you motivate a team is very, very simple. You get the right people in the room. If you get the right people in the room, the right people on the bus tomorrow, the right people in the changing room, motivation, in my experience, just take care of itself. I'm not here. I wouldn't even dream about trying to motivate Martin Johnson, Backy, Lawrence, Jason, Leonard. And I believe in the last 12 months, we've moved on hugely since the last time we lost to France. And I think what happened 12 months ago was the turning point of the team, and it's moved forward. So, I actually passionately believe now we've got the right people in the room. There's been a lot of the press over the whole week. We've taken extremely high ground, which is correct thing to do. But I just want to show you one thing I did note down, which kind of has been keeping me kind of smiling all week. This is just one of the quotes that came out from the French this week. England can never win games that really matter. That was from their coach. I think we're in a situation now, tomorrow does matter. Tomorrow does matter big time. And as I said before, I think we're in a situation now where, in my opinion, we've got in this room, on the bus tomorrow, in the changing tomorrow, every single player who personally and myself, Robbo, totally and utterly trust. Enjoy it, get behind Jono, get behind Jason Leonard. Let's have a really good day.
It was just the night before the French game. I was in my room and I got a phone call saying Mark Evans wants to come and see us in your room. I was obviously thinking, I don't know what's going on. You know, he can't be resigning because we're not doing that badly. And why would he come and tell me the night before the game? I was just a bit confused, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could please ask you to be understanding, to respect one another's silence. It is with deep regret that we are announcing that England and Minister Parliament struck half, Nick Donovan, who was only just 21 years old, died yesterday.
I think I was just in total shock, to be honest. I couldn't really believe it because I was meant to be out there with them anyway because I wasn't sure if I was going to play against France. Didn't really sleep that night. It probably really hit me when I started singing the national anthems, just when it all finished, and I stopped there and I just broke down there and started crying. That was, you know, this has been the hardest couple of months of my life, I'd say. It's put a lot of things in perspective. In some ways, it makes me think rugby's not important at all. And in some ways, it makes me think it's really important because I think a lot of what he achieved and what it meant to him in his short life.
It's a bitterly cold afternoon here at Twickenham.
Now it's England against France. It's Le Crunch.
This game, with all due respect, could decide the future of this championship. Robinson takes it from England's 10-metre line, escapes through two tackles and a third, almost up to the French 10-metre line. We've got a penalty here. He drills that ball, he keeps it low, off the crossbar and edges over the post, and that's first blood to England. The ball that pops between his legs and backwards charge down from Magna. All he has to do is take it to go over the line to score. Magna has scored as France take the lead.
And Jason Leonard, 100 caps today. He's got a leg injury, I think. Jason Leonard is coming off. That might well be his last international. Wilkinson pops it over, no problem at all. It's 12-7, the half-time whistle goes, and I should think the 4 penalties from Johnny Wilkinson will make England very, very happy and relieved at half-time.
Greenwood, Robinson through the middle, Robinson to score! Brilliant run! England 19, France 7. Johnny Wilkinson from 25 metres out. Okay, that's another milestone for Johnny Wilkinson. He goes past 600 points for England in international matches. France, well, they've got a long way to go. Messer on Castagnet, lovely pass. Garbiosa score for Patrineau! It's England 25, France 12.
He goes for the line, he goes over, he touches down. The referee gives the score.
England will be disappointed about.
And he's going to blow the whistle. It's all over. England have won.
Just the most disappointing second half I've had in an England jersey. The game was there for the taking at 25-12. We had the hand on the jugular and we're ready to go in for the kill. It's really hard. It's not happened before for this team. And, you know, we'll look long and hard at ourselves on Monday.
We get told every week. All it is. Oh, you're great discipline. Then we get pinged just as much as them and just don't turn the ball
every week.
Two of us.
The psychology is huge on this because I think the players get a massive buzz about Australia, South Africa and the All Blacks. You go into all those games knowing it is a 50-50 game, you know you can lose it. It's bloody difficult going into play Wales, Italy, Scotland, where it'd be a big upset for us to lose, and that's not easy to coach.
Yes, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 2, 3, 4.
Up again, one more.
A bit late.
How it happened is I was just in a ruck. One of the French players got tackled by someone beside me. I actually went into the ruck. I had my hands on the ball while the French player was still holding onto it, so I was trying to lift the ball off the floor. One of the French players tried to take me out in the ruck, which left me literally balancing on one leg. And then another French player came in and took me out in the ruck sort of thing, forced my head in between my knees. So literally on one leg, a very straight leg, with my head somewhere close to by my toes, something had to give, and it was the hamstring.
Engage. 2, 3, 4. Yes, 2, 3, 4. Keep it on. Keep it on. Keep it on. Keep it on.
It's tough because you never want to come off no matter what, and I don't think I've done my calls any good by trying to run it off for the next 3 or 4 minutes when it was obviously in pieces. But it's done. I mean, I've been very lucky with injuries. You've got to look at it like that I've only had one real serious injury before this, and you've just got to deal with it. Very frustrating because you want to be involved. I mean, even just standing in there, it's the lads are out there, and you just want to be there. You just want to be there training.
Engage! 2, 3, 4. Yes, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
And if he does that, I'll just keep...
Yeah, exactly. Your pressure goes there. So if he does get outside you, which is fine if he does, just go front. I'll have you up his ribs.
Yeah.
Just let him go.
Yeah.
All right, your back's stiff. When you're not involved, I mean, obviously, all the players there, they're all your mates. You want them to do well. It's just very tough that you're not involved. You've got to deal with that somehow.
We're mindful of the chronic conditions, so we try and do as much sort of long-term rehab as we can, as time permits here. So a lot of the guys have been screened. We know what ongoing problems they have from the clubs. We've spoken to the club physios and medics. So we've got an idea, if we get a chance, we can continue with some of the longer-term stuff. But primarily, we're here to get the team on the field for Saturday. And, you know, Clive Woodward wants to know the starting 15 is going to be the 15 that he selects is going to be the starting 15 on Saturday. So the acute stuff takes precedence. And we sort of weave our way through it.
You know, there have been times where I've sort of thought, oh, I'm going to be struggling to play here. Even in the South Africa game, wasn't it? I had a rib injury and I sort of hurt it on the bus on the way to the ground, and I was starting to panic a bit. And but didn't feel it at all during the game. And then as soon as I came off the pitch, it seized up again.
4 out of 6.
You just want to keep going, Mark.
No, I want to get 5. How many times does the sun rise and set each day on the average space shuttle mission?
I don't know, do you?
So never. Because otherwise they'd be blinded.
Okay.
All right?
What have you pleased in?
16. We've got the rest right. Australia. You're in a space shuttle. 45,000 English people. How many times does the sun set and rise?
Give myself on a mission.
Yeah.
Just the same.
So that's 6 out of 6 then.
16.
You fucking... How do you know that?
Because he's enormous. He's enormous.
Because I asked him yesterday. Oh, yeah.
No, because I was tapping him on the toe that day.
People are saying, right, you've won France now, surely, you
the Grand Slam is certainly on. And, we just can't get caught up in that. Sometimes it's not easy because everybody seems to want to beat England.
Fire the feet up, turn across, fire the feet up, turn across.
When I saw the fixtures before we started this, Wales or Wales, Wales in Cardiff, it's always a pretty tough game, but because of the problems that the Welsh have had, particularly their performance in Italy last week, everybody is talking about a 50-point, 60-point to nil job. And Wales in Wales is one massive game. And we've just got to be really focused and do the basics exceptionally well. Otherwise, it's going to be a banana skin for us. The French game took a lot out of us. We felt it was important to hit the stadium tomorrow very, very fresh. So we've deliberately made it light this week. We haven't done as much work as we normally do, which I think has been right, which I think has been good.
Right. Got to be able to react to how we want to change the game. We can do that. We'll just make, we'll make them struggle. If we play the same way the whole game defensively, they'll be able to handle it. If we can change it, everyone focuses in the heat of a test match, to change the game for the last 15 minutes of the first half, or whatever we call it, we'll be a far more effective team, okay? So just concentrate. If we're calling, we want to play tight killers, we do it, okay? That was good. We're going to receive a few kickoffs, just go through one phase. Yeah. We've done for the running, okay? Let's receive a few, split and normal. Excellent. Let's go starting team, please. Let's go starting team.
Got a good team out there. You just hope everything you've done in training, they're going to go out and play on the day. If they play on the day, I know we can win the game. Johnson's fantastic out there, leadership's brilliant. And so no, the only thing to me is just got to go out and really play. And you hope and believe nothing on the training pitch, because we train well, we've got a good team. And if we play to potential, we should win. But that's not sport.
Thursday afternoon, 4:30, and it's like, I don't know if you've been to the zoo, it's feeding time.
The wolves gather, and if it's not there bang on time, then my head's on the block.
Did you start to get a phone call?
The chocolate thing started, I think, a couple of years ago now, and it was, we were playing Australia in the autumn series of games, and we had a few new faces in the team, and we'd kept a pretty strict routine all the way through there, and there's a few nervous faces in the camp that week, so I just thought I'd change it and, if you like, give them a little bit of a treat.
In they go. There's only one of these styles. Huh? Only one of these styles left. Yeah.
No, we just put it all in your mouth. We know you'll eat.
It's a big bit.
It's Otis's way of keeping us off scones and full-fat cream. The old days, the day off on the Thursday was basically spent in the masseur's room, watching videos and eating scones with clotted cream.
The chocolate treat was a treat and is now unfortunately a tradition, so I don't think we've lost a game since we've started doing it. They're very, very professional in everything they do, so you can afford to do things like that. If we had a whole host of lard-eating players all week, then they wouldn't be getting the treats. The fact that they're professional means they can get them.
He thinks we're now his friend because of it, but we'll never forgive him for taking the scones and cream away from us.
Fellas, we've got, you'll know Robbie's first cap today. Robbie, congratulations, you joined a very special group of people down the ages, but as well as appropriate, Jason, send your first shirt to you, and I'm sure you let no one in this room down. More importantly, everyone get behind you today. Congratulations, have a great day.
Guys, we know it's not going to be a day for the faint-hearted. We know it's not going to be a day for anybody to hide on that pitch. All week, all we've been hearing about is a Welsh backlash. All week we've been hearing about their lack of passion after their debacle of last week against Italy. There is going to be a backlash in this game today. There's not going to be a Welsh backlash, it's going to be an English backlash. After frustration of the way that we played in that last 15 minutes last week. The fact that we conceded 3 tries. The fact that we had no continuity in our game. It's an inspiring place to play this. We have an inspiring team here. And we, from ourselves, are demanding a backlash.
smash it up, they're going to kick it in the air and chase it, all that stuff. We're going to handle it, throw it back in their face. Pressure them. Pressure them. Our game will come if we put them under pressure. We start bigger. We're faster, we control the field. Wing, Tomo, we keep scrummaging. Robbo, keep scrummaging. Back row, line out, maul, we're effective around the front. Think about the blue, we hold on to the ball. When we go wide, you've got to win it. Okay? You've got to win it, you'll get it back. Big tackle. Who's going to lead the team with a big hit early doors? Come on, boys. Hard work. You start. Come on!
It's been quite a feisty start. It's what you'd expect in the first 10 minutes here in Cardiff.
Back now, Wilkinson drop goal attempt on the left foot. It's in the middle, it's almost metronomic. You can almost put your mortgage on it that Wilkinson will somehow manufacture some points.
Whistle goes, it's 9-6, and the game very, very evenly balanced.
The Welsh line, England have it again. Greenwood now. Greenwood through the tackle. Greenwood to score! Another try from Will Greenwood. Wales 6, England 14. Looking for the ball, they have it again now. Reaching for the line, the score is there for England. That takes England further clear.
And that is it. The final score, England 26, Wales 9. England and Ireland are now unbeaten at the top of the Six Nations Championship.
Flash right, give me a flash right.
Obviously, there's going to be a major upset if England lose in the next two games. The game in Ireland's going to be fantastic. That's why I said I hope Ireland beat France. I really do, because that would just be a great contest. And if we're serious about October, we have to go to Ireland and win. You know, if we're serious about wanting to go to the World Cup, and I think we've got a chance of winning, unless we can win these next three games, we're all living in cuckoo land. So that's the way I look at it. So I say hope Ireland win. And, you know, we're on the way. It'll be great preparation. But, you know, I'd love to go to the World Cup as European champions and Grand Slam holders. That would put to bed all the ghosts and monkeys on our backs from the last 4 or 5 years.
Okay, gents. Right, firstly, apologies for the late start, but training overran. We've got 20 minutes for the Q&A. There'll then be a brief protocol outside.
With Martin Johnson out injured, how will we be approaching the role of England captain?
I really enjoyed playing under Martin Johnson as a captain. His approach to the game is no nonsense, straight talking, get in there and get the job done approach, and that's something I really appreciate as a player. My captaining approach is one of make the most and take the most out of players like Lawrence Delalio and Will Greenwood, Matt Dawson in there, who, like I say, have had great experience. Yeah, like I say, I've got this one opportunity. It's a one-off opportunity that Clive's given me, and something I'm really enjoying at the moment and desperate not to waste.
I think we've got to up the ante of this game. We've talked about the frustrations that we've had. We've talked about challenging each other. We've talked about our mindset. The challenge as a coaching team, a challenge that you want to take on for you as players for this game. As we're going on that pitch to score 5 tries, minimum. Our mindset is we're going to go out and we're going to attack Italy. Will, what does that mean to you, scoring 5 tries?
It's time we demanded more of ourselves in attack. We demand so much of ourselves in our set pieces, in our basics and in our defence. We've got world-class players here on our home paddock. We haven't been firing. It's a real opportunity this Sunday to put all these things together. But we've got to go out and demand more of ourselves in attack. be more clinical.
Ben, attack the ball. Sprint, Ben.
Lads, come on, lads. Put ourselves under pressure here. As soon as you're around the corner, let's see the goal.
Hands, push. Run it. Just
Attack. Think about your depth as well.
Base.
Base. Come on. Four.
Dig left.
One more, Joe. Everybody focus about the execution, ready for the process of what it's about. Come Saturday for the team run, but also on Sunday.
Will anything?
Just for me, let's not underestimate the contact. Yeah, how solid have we got to be there? People arriving, clearing bodies, because if we don't clear them, they'll just nick our ball. They did it to Wales, and they'll do it to us if we're shoddy there. Yeah, if we go in there soft and we don't get numbers to it, then it's going to be like playing Wales all over again. Let's make sure we concentrate on that.
Okay, final bit we still.
Yeah, if I was not doing this job, I was at home, I'd have had a couple of beers at lunchtime or lunch out and make a day of it. I think that's the whole history of this tournament, especially on the BBC. That it was, your whole day was around these Six Nations matches. That's kind of what you brought up with. I think you find around England, all the rugby people, the whole day is built around watching the TV. If you don't go to the game, so this is what you brought up as a kid. I remember sitting there with my dad all those years ago watching these matches. So.
In a way, it'd be nice for Ireland to win this, actually, wouldn't it?
What do we want to win?
Well, we want Ireland to win, really.
Why?
Because, if we achieve what we want to do and win the next two games, it'd be nice to go to Dublin with everything to play for. Because there might just be a little bit of pressure on Ireland then as well.
I'd quite like to see France.
Why's that?
I suppose just to level the table out a bit, make us, hopefully after tomorrow be up at the top.
By the Leicester player, Ireland 3-0 in the lead.
Ireland haven't won a Grand Slam since 1948, I think. So if they beat France today and they can win next week, the pressure on them will be enormous to beat England. So I think it's a bit better, but I just think it'll be a bigger game for the media and the whole thing. And, I think I said to you today, if we're serious about October, we have to go to Lansdowne Road and win. Simple as that. So the bigger the game, the better. And I just think if they lose today, all they've got to prove is they can beat England in a one-off game.
Everyone in Ireland's talking about the Grand Slam game with England, but they've got, they're yet to play France, and I think they're feeling the pressure more in this game.
Jesus, France!
They've been playing some really good stuff, Ireland, but they really are kicking the ball a lot more in this game than they have done. I suppose the conditions are, dictate that. But
Ireland, they'll be saying it's wet. They've prided themselves, and quite rightly, of one of the most dangerous backlines in the world. But they've played no rugby today. There's a combination of factors. A, the French have just blitzed everything and said, well, we're not going to let you play because we know how dangerous you are. But B, there have been opportunities when they could have done, and they've just tightened. Do they call it? They use that phrase. They've tightened up.
Well, they're just doing what a lot of sides do, which is they're just defending their lead a little bit,
Well played.
But like Will said, points on the board are everything, aren't they? Really?
Oh, penalty!
He's just gone for the penalty, isn't he?
They go for that.
Yeah, points on the board. This is
good tackle, wasn't it?
Watch this.
Oh crap!
There's his nose. Welcome to the club.
Nose will be over his shoulder there.
Oh dear, welcome to the club.
That's all over. Red Rover.
Long 12-9.
Some games you just got to win, and Ireland will be delighted. I mean, it wasn't pretty, but sometimes rugby isn't. So I think Ireland deserved it. As Keith said, this line out and scrum, which is fantastic. And France were shadowed themselves from the Grand Slam team, but they can only play as well as the opposition let them. And Ireland deserved to win. And as I say, some games you just got to win, and they won, and they can look forward to playing Wales now.
And it does mean that that day, March the 30th, starts to loom just a wee bit larger here when England come with perhaps everything still at stake.
There's a lot of young players who are coming through who will get injured, who won't go to university, who won't finish their studies, and they'll get injured and end up not being picked or not getting a contract, 24, 25, do go back to college, play rugby, you know, for a small salary when you're not actually cutting it. So it's very difficult. These young guys coming through, I mean, it's fantastic for them, but it can end so soon.
That's the one disadvantage of becoming a pro so early, because you end up putting studies on hold, and when you finish, you sort of have nothing to do. That's one of the worries, I guess, that I have. Obviously not earning the same amount to retire on, so you have to look to do something else when you finish, and finding that's very hard, and having the qualification to do it as well. So it's just a matter of getting things sorted out probably sooner rather than later, so it doesn't come up on you so soon.
I had a couple of friends who kept dislocating his knee and his elbow, and he had a good contract, and they gave him notice, and that was the end of it for him. So he's spent the last 2 or 3 years getting his life back together.
It's always on the mind, really, but you tend not to think about it, I suppose. It's one of those things that you'll cross if it comes along, something, but I wouldn't say it's a worry at the moment, but it's certainly something I'm definitely thinking about.
There's been loads of chat about this physicality, and it's fair play because we know they'll turn up and they'll come out hard. They do it every time against us. They'll try and disrupt us and put us under pressure and mess around with our ball a bit, trying to stop us playing. But we haven't mentioned us, the sort of thing we've done to Australia, New Zealand, whoever has turned up here. They've got it full on. Tomorrow we nil them like we said, score the tries like we said, and just be down ruthless from minute one. Yeah, physicality or no physicality, we just take them apart. We've got lots to prove tomorrow. We've got a great chance to do it.
Well, we've set ourselves some pretty high targets, rightly so, because we're capable of achieving them. But we've got to understand how well we've got to play to achieve those targets. In terms of being physical, England's the most physical team in world rugby if it wants to be. We are. We know that. Let's just make sure we are tomorrow. Let's enjoy it.
Just refer back to Tuesday's meeting. The frustration, how we played against France, how we played against Wales. I want to make it very, very clear what I'm looking for, what Robbo, Phil, Dave, the whole team's looking for, is the whole of this leadership to really kick in. I believe we play the simplest game of any international team. The reason we do it is because we've got world-class players. So we're looking for world-class performance from a world-class team. This whole game we play is based about 3 o'clock, you guys in white shirts. That's why we do this. And just lastly, let's get behind Wilco. It's not easy captaining a team for a one-off game, coming into Martin Johnson's shoes. So let's get right behind him. So let's really kick this game in at 3 o'clock.
Just 2 minutes, and then through the line, the try was scored by Steve Thompson. Lucy's got a man over, he's got Simpson Daniel for the run-in. England 19, Italy 0. This is Lucy straight through the middle. Lucy's got one man to beat, he's looking for support. He shows it inside, he shows it outside, and then he races races away towards the left-hand side. Another try for Josh Lucy, his second. He's enjoying his game. England, 5 tries to the good. 22 minutes gone.
And here's Wilkinson coming off.
He's obviously struggling from the shoulder. It's sensible to bring Johnny Wilkinson off the field. Charlie Hodgson's been playing outstandingly at number 10 for Sale. But now he has the best part of 33 minutes in this second half to show what he can do.
It's a problem, and there's a problem with 10.
Barney on to Charlie. He's not recovering, is he? So what happened, Charlie? Twisted or stubbed on? Twisted or stood on? Tell me what happened. Twisted. Okay. Right. Let me have a look at them. Charlie's twisted his knee, Simon. I'm going to assess it now. Is it coming back, mate? Right, let me bet. It was like sideways. Did you hear a click as well? Yeah. Okay. Then you heard the click. It was a bit of a twist. It's coming back now. Let me just test it out, Charlie.
And that means that Ollie Smith's going to have to play at number 10.
I'm playing on, so you can take him off. Okay.
And Hodgson coming off after only 5 minutes since coming on. He's limping badly, his left foot.
Italy swarming over the pitch. This time they spill it, the far side of the field. England turn it over. They really are giving it everything here. England looking stultified.
But this is Bakary. Bakary, Bergamasco scores! And nothing less than the Italians deserve.
And that marks the end of England's effort today. I've not seen a side winning 40 points to 5 look so disconsolate as England. I dread to have a word with Clive Woodward.
I just get frustrated watching because I'm dealing with just world-class players and people, and they're playing in front of 72,000 people, millions on TV. I just want them to really show what they can do. And when you see it sort of going a little bit pear-shaped, you just get frustrated for them. Clearly, the dressing room sums up the mood. So let's just keep the positives. A lot of new players out there today, especially the 2 guys in first caps. All right, the opening 20 minutes were just awesome. Just awesome. Let's just think on the positive side of things, okay? We'll regroup in a week's time. Play 3-1-3. Let's just keep very, very positive. And it was a good tackling display for the last hour or so. Scott today's another game. Okay, well done to everyone. It's been a good week. Well done to Wilco. To you guys. Well done night. See you later.
Well, let's make sure everybody weighs in, please.
Keep back.
Bases. In behind you, Jason.
On Sunday, Martin Johnson could have played. Jason Robinson could have played. But to give him a week off, but I didn't want to make any headline news about not putting the strongest team out in this tournament. It's a big tournament.
Yeah, I watched it at home. Yeah, I didn't want to come down and do all that thing because it's just, you know, you might as well come down and play if you're going to come down. So I watched it at home. And Kay went into labour 20 minutes before the end of the game, which was good timing. So we had the little girl on the Sunday night after the Italy game. We were going to go in Sunday night and she was going to be induced on the Monday morning. So she was 2 weeks early. So I'm sitting in the armchair watching Ollie Smith come on and play, and we had friends around and family around. We had dinner in the oven and everything prepared, and off we went. She told me waters are broken and we have to get in. So it was all exciting, but a little bit of a surprise at the same time.
I use the Torval and Dean analogy. You know, unless we get the perfect 10, that we're getting too self-critical. And I was a bit cranky after the game, but when I watched it, that first 25 minutes was probably the best we've played almost ever. And we've got a lot of new players in the team. So we showed the preparation was right. I was delighted with preparation all week. I thought everyone did a good job, and I thought it was a good week.
We ended up picking our rugby 15 from boxers. We had Tyson Loosehead prop, Joe Fraser tight head prop. Mohamed Ali was in the second row with Lennox Lewis. We had Sugar Ray Leonard at 6, Marvin Hangle at 8, who was open side. Some little quick little squats. It was great though.
Durand was hooker.
Durand was hooker. So it was Fraser, Durand, Tyson in the front row.
We're bringing the French team, mate.
Mohamed
Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard was 7. Yeah. Hagler was 8, and John Conte was blindside 6. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that pack of forwards? Imagine the line out. Here's your team.
I tore completely my anterior cruciate ligament on my left knee and did some cartilage damage as well. It's harder starting off because it's a bit swollen at the moment, so it takes a while to get me going, and then the knee feels alright after that, but it's just a bit boring really. More than anything else, just sitting on this all every time. I was disappointed not to be involved in the 22, but my ultimate goal is the World Cup in October time. So hopefully I can get back playing before selection and get myself back in contention for that, because obviously there's a few new people coming in now, and it makes my job harder to get back in the squad.
He looks fully fit to me, Leonard is.
Because he goes in the game, isn't it?
Don't wait, just go. Positives the first 25 minutes far outweighed the rest of the game. You know, and you got to say well done to Italy. You know, we're not Torblending. They came back, they did bloody well.
That's what we're going to need on Saturday. It's what we've been missing for 3 games. A bit of fucking dog, a bit of nastiness. Yeah, Bucky's talked about it. It's all to play for, and all to fucking do. It's not down to them. We're going to hit that field. They're going to see an England team that hasn't really played this Six Nations. Okay, let's get the fucking nastiness back in us. It's good stuff. Let's go.
Fundamentally, I'm happy. I'm really looking forward to this weekend. You know, the weather forecast is fantastic. We've almost got our strongest 15 back playing again. You know, probably about still 3 or 4 players short of the what I'd call our gun team. What I'd say probably a World Cup team. You know, but we get in there, and it's very exciting.
All right, what are these blokes going to have for you? What's the first question?
I have no clue. They'll probably Jason Robinson on the wing, and all the usual stuff. Jason Leonard coming back. Why have I played Johnny Wilkinson, not rested him? That all sort of stuff will come up. So anyway, it's all good fun. They're all good people.
Good.
Cheers, mate.
Right guys, far away.
You were considering resting Johnny Wilkinson for this match. What persuaded you to keep him going?
I can't recall saying that, but I'm sure I must have done it again. What I said was I was considering giving the weekend off playing number 10. I may have played him at 12. I was going to play Charlie Hodgson. I could do the rest of the start of the season, but that hasn't materialised. So.
Is Jason Leonard ready to play on Sunday?
You know, I trust all these players implicitly, none more so than Leonard, and once he says he's fit, he's fit. And on merit, he would play tight head above Robbie Morris. Thanks very much, cheers.
Welcome back to Strike on Iraq, our continuing coverage of the
situation. People have asked me before, you know, are you envious of people out there, or would you like to go to war? Thinking about what could have been a year ago or whatever, or could be possibly out there, it's a bit of sort of an eye-opener. I'd be very sceptical about anyone who said, you know, they enjoyed the experience of it, because I think the war's a pretty horrific thing. This morning, I think it was 8 Royal Marines died in an American helicopter. You know, those guys, and it's only when you actually get news like that and you think, well, actually, they'll have a family back here, they'll have wives, kids, mothers and fathers, and it really does hit home a bit more acutely then. Yeah, at the end of the day, we're playing a sporting event. Yeah, it means a lot to me, it means a lot to a lot of people in this country, and it's a big sporting event, but that's what it is, it's a sporting event. And yeah, this is people's lives and sort of the world peace you're talking about here. So far, yeah, it's not even in the same equation.
Voluntarily.
So yeah, it does put it all in perspective.
30 oil wells are now on fire in southern Iraq.
We are serious about this year. We are really serious about this year. We have to be so physical with this team. I want to see if we can crack this thing up. Because I think we have been bullied. I think we have been soft in ways. We know the fundamentals, we know how to do it, so let's make sure the team really, really delivers.
It's a great day. It's going to be hot. Let's fucking raise the tempo of this game. Pressure with pressure throughout the whole game.
Fellas, I've spoken to most of you and given you one or two little coaching tips. Just make sure that they're firmly in your mind. This is what it's all about today. Let's be mean, let's be cruel, let's get into their faces. We've lost that recently. Our defensive organisation last time we were here we were superb. But we weren't mean, we weren't cruel, we didn't fucking dominate them. I've not seen you dominate anybody since South Africa. Let's get that mentality today. Let's go out and fucking destroy them. Let's see us walk off that pitch with our heads high in here, and let's see them walking off with their heads down. If you've got an opportunity to smash some fucker, smash him and stand over him and fucking look at him and tell him next time he comes down that channel, you're going to do it again. Get out there and inspire one another. That's what today's about.
Come on, let's go. Let's do it, come on!
Deliberate approach, firm strike of the left foot, through it goes. England 6, Scotland 0.
Josh, go up, Josh.
Ball back for Redpath. Logan on the left wing, chips ahead. Is he tackled late? And there's going to be a third yellow card. Just outside the 22, strikes it well. No doubt at all about that one, and we're level. 20 minutes gone, England 6, Scotland 6.
Stay balanced, stay balanced.
And there's a score on the far side. Lucy scores. 21 minutes gone, England 11, Scotland 6. The drive is on from England. Pick-up is over, Cohen scores this time. No doubt about it at all. Redpath was robbed. England 21, Scotland 9. This is Robinson through the middle. Robinson went round to beat. Robinson's going to score. Simple try from Jason Robinson. He read the tap penalty from Matt Dawson to perfection. England 31, Scotland 9.
And the referee blows the whistle. It's all over. And England have won by 40 points to 9, by 4 tries to 0. But a great day for English rugby. Next weekend in Dublin, Ireland will be going for the Grand Slam. England will be going for the Grand Slam.
It's just, I just think we've become a little bit more. Just 2 years ago we played fantastic, scored 40 points. Today we scored 40 points and still in the frustration. Great chance. What are we saying? Just feet on the ground. Big week coming up. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. Just listen a second, Just obviously well done, okay? I just want to say well done to Paul Grayson, first time back for 4 years. Great to have you back, Grayson. Absolutely brilliant, well done. And also to Jason, fantastic to see you back in with us, mate. Let's just keep feet firmly on the floor. Clearly, it's going to be a great week now coming up. Massive event next Sunday for everyone. But just let's enjoy today. Well done to everybody. And just interesting, 2 years ago, we played probably the best rugby England's ever played, and we scored 40 points against Scotland. Today, we've played some great stuff with all, but everyone's a little bit frustrated. We still scored 40 points. So the positives are huge. The positives are huge. But we'll watch the video, be a bit frustrated, and let's regroup when we group Monday, Tuesday, and Backy's been right about it all year. This is Grand Slam year for this team. So let's keep feet firmly on the floor. Let's look forward to Monday, Tuesday, and let's put the bits and pieces right, and let's have a great week. Well done, Johnny.
It's a big mental test this week, next week. Just relax now, a couple of days, whenever we're back, but it's just a mental thing. I think we all realise we can raise the intensity, whatever percentage and we're going to have to, because we'll be in a cauldron next week. Okay, but just in a couple of days relaxation, let's just really focus mentally for next week. Hang on.
Thank you.
What's the point B?
No, thank you. Hey. Take the 2 days relaxation.
Yeah, okay guys, let's go straight away.
Wind up, bro.
The stakes are huge. I personally feel this is, without being too dramatic, almost 4 years of work from all the players, all the coaches, myself, all coming down to one game. Because if we could win, I think 2003 will be actually a brilliant year for England. If we were to lose this game, the amount of question marks hanging over all of us will be immense. So this really is, it's to say it's a one-off game would be wrong in a way. It is a huge one-off game, but out of probably all the games I've been involved in, this is the biggest must-win game.
The Munster coach has been saying that the decisive battle will be between Gleeson and Back. That's all we're going to have the wires this morning.
Who's the Munster coach?
Gaffney. What will be different this time, John, from the previous attempts? Come on, Yellow.
Martin, what do you remember of the multi-farming experience? Did it register on the scales? It had been done a couple of times within something.
Yeah, it was a bit of a newer team, wasn't it? It was guys like me and Mike Capp, a few who did not won a Grand Slam. So yeah, it was great.
And would you regard that as one of your absolute career achievements, and therefore would you regard doing it again this weekend in the same way?
Yes.
Is it a monkey on the back that you haven't got?
No, I don't think so. I don't see it like that. I see it as every day is a new day. Once these things have happened in the past, they've been there for a reason. We've got to just try and make sure we use them the way we should, and we've learned, I think, a lot, and my life's been better from learning from those experiences.
Just because it's there's a lot at stake, I'm not going to change my preparation. I'm not going to sit in my room and dwell on past experiences or panic or get nervous.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. I came down the off chance of some good they put out of the press.
Okay, folks, let's go, please. Just only one bit of admin from Louise. Please, passports are required. Passports are required, so no drama on Thursday. Passports, we'll keep reminding them of that. Tomorrow morning, it's just a walkthrough. The whole team will do some walkthrough on defence, and we'll do some walkthrough our first options. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll do the main session of the week at Twickenham. Okay, we're going down to Twickenham so we can really do it properly. We'll have a final get-together Thursday morning before we go. Everybody's mindset must be, by the time we get on that plane Thursday afternoon, it is done and finished. Okay? We're not going over to Ireland to basically do anything, apart from go and visit the ground, have a light walkthrough in terms of a team run to the ground. So by the time we leave Thursday, it has to be done. Everything has to be done. That's one of the key things we've learned in our experience about playing these away games. We must be ready by the time we leave.
people say the game of this size, every game's the same, every game's special, so no different really. Experience now. Play big games every week. Every game's a must-win game, so.
How do you sleep, Becky, after what
How
you've
do
done?
sleep?
After all you've done?
Very
all
well.
the bad things you've done, how do you sleep?
I don't know, I have to put to bed my demons first.
How do you look at yourself in the mirror? Sleep for the righteous.
I never have problems sleeping. If you have 5 bombs, you're going to go to sleep.
Let's keep walking, please. +1's called, fellas, come on. It's the one. Now, guys, come on, we either train or train, Robbo. There's no one staying. Fellas, just one thing. These walkthroughs are massively importantly. I know our bodies are cold, but our brains have got to be totally switched on. We've called +1 3 times, and no one stayed. These are absolutely critical, so we can just rest, walk, and then this afternoon we go full on, bang, we're straight into it, no talking. I think Bishop will come in. There, and we score. That's the one. Excellent, Wilco. We will want this game more than they do. Stop biting your nails, we'll be all right. Hey? I'm massive, it'll be fine. Hasn't been our worst training session.
Worst day.
South Africa was our worst day, we won that game. If we were to lose, you get there Monday morning, you got to re-examine where you're up to. At this stage sitting here, I think we've put everything in place. And you have to sit back and, if it was to go, you'd have to really examine it. I mean, the key thing, this is an exceptional team we're playing against, and we're playing away from home, which is great. And this Grand Slam thing, and there's been 5 Grand Slam heads-to-heads, and the home team's on every one. So, it's stacked against us well. That's what makes it so exciting. So, no, it's not quite as dramatic as that. Obviously, life will go on Monday if we lose, but we would have to have some very searching questions of ourselves, everybody. And I would say the chances of being successful in 2003 will take a bit of a knock, put it that way, because this is a big success. This is something we have to win, and the World Cup's important, but this is the moment's not quite as important as what we're going to do on Sunday. Yeah. That makes sense.
Do I just go, nah, sugar. Then you go around the other way, don't you?
Yeah. Really keep it tight, everything tight.
And up and under, over and under.
No. Go round. I'm sorry.
How does that look like?
Yeah, he's totally right. I see. But is mine fat?
It's not as good as mine.
How many times round? Twice?
Watch. Over.
Yeah.
All right. Back through. So it's underneath. You've got it facing out that way. Then round. Over and then through.
Oh, see, I think I could do that one easier.
You could. It's easy.
It's just the same as doing it the normal way, but then just doing it twice, isn't it?
Yeah. Sweet. That look good.
Sort it out. Yeah, see, that's a lot better.
It's a good look.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
Once they'd beaten France at home, the Ireland game was looming on the horizon. We did quite a good job of just concentrating on what we were doing. It was always almost an unspoken thing that was looming that game.
I think you can't help but get taken in by it. You know it's a big one. There's so much media coverage on, we can't win away when it counts. We were just determined to prove a point. We knew we've got the team to do it.
There's been a lot of learning going on from my point of view for a number of years, and I wanted to have those opportunities to put a lot of those mistakes behind me and to learn and move on.
Yeah, that bag's full of chocolate bars, so these can go out.
Quiet down a sec. Just be clear what we're doing. We've got about half an hour here. We're not doing any training here at all. Have a complete look around, those of you who haven't been here before especially. Get up in the stands, changing rooms, and just make sure there's no surprises when we get down here tomorrow. All right, so no training at all down here. We'll have another chat on the bus when we've got the whole team together. So we've got plenty of time, half an hour, enjoy it. Let's get ready for tomorrow. Thanks. You can't quantify focus, but everyone's a lot quieter. I think we've handled the coaching spot on. We've pulled off it. It's not the time to be intense. They're ready for this game now. They can play this afternoon.
This group of players has been together for a long time, and you'd have to say that after the World Cup, we probably won't be. So yes, in one sense, it is a golden opportunity. This year could be very special, or it could just be, an ordinary year, and it's up to us to make the difference between the two.
Addison tries to offload the rest of the second play advantage, but might not wait for the next time again. It goes down. These scrums will stand around Mr. McHugh. It's all right, actually. The last thing for Sydney.
They've been off 6 metres. That's why the buddy system works.
I've been thinking last couple of days what to say tonight. Fortunately, I haven't got to say anything. It's been a good week. It's been an excellent week. It's all about 2 o'clock tomorrow. And I passionately believe the best team will win tomorrow, on and off the pitch, which I think is in this room.
So I just want to make sure everyone knows tomorrow that it's not about artistic impression. It's just going to be a battle, especially early on. It's going to be probably pretty ugly, but pretty intense. So let's just play out of our half, play direct. It's the only thing we need to do. Get ourselves out of our half and play direct. Turn them over, smash them. As simple as that. Relish this, Just relish this. Let's shut their crowd up, shut their players up, win the game. Shut them up. There's no better feeling away from home. Shut them up. Win the match. Good stuff.
Let's go to fellas if you come.
It was one of those weird days where you just had the feeling you'd win, and if we performed to our best, then the victory would be ours.
Doc, happy, everyone fit? Everyone ready? Ready. Yeah. Guys, the same as yesterday, the forecast. The sun will come out this afternoon. There'll be a little breeze when we get down there, exactly the same as we trained yesterday. All right, the kick-off now will come around very, very quickly. Okay, it's 9 now. It'll come around very quickly, so let's really get it right. Great feeling this morning, everyone. That's really good. Okay, forwards in the Jono, backs into Johnny.
So, is he? Yeah.
But just before we go, between now and the kick-off, you're going to get hundreds of English people out there, especially saying good luck. We need no luck for this game. Preparation's been excellent. Let's absolutely sure, individually, collectively, we make it our day today. Huge work rate. We need no luck. I've worked with many groups of people. You guys deserve this game more than any other team I've been involved in. So just do it for each other, nobody else. Do it for each other. Let's leave nothing in the team room, the training paddock, all about 2 o'clock. Need no luck, do it for each other. Let's go, have a great day.
Just had that feeling in the bus on the way there. Look around the bus and you just thought there's so many guys here who've been here and not done it before, and there's so many guys here who you just want on your side in the trenches. You felt it was the right day for England, and I think a lot of the lads felt that.
I just think we've learned all the lessons, and now is the time for this very experienced group of players, you know, led by Martin Johnson, to deliver. There's not a lot more this group of people could do. That's kind of the scary thing about this game. This is a game England have to win.
As if on cue, the sun comes out. Ireland against England in the RBS Six Nations Championship. Players strip off their tracksuits and get ready for this Grand Slam decider here at Lansdowne Road. David Humphreys, dummies left and now kicks off to the right-hand side. The Grand Slam decider is underway. Stringer back, Humphreys, drop goal attempt, right through the middle it goes, 3 points to Ireland. Pops it up, Delalio scores! Brilliant break for England.
Murphy in the line, Murphy across halfway now. He's tackled 30 metres out.
So this a very, very important kick. 27 minutes gone. He comes up now, right-footed, strikes it. He's hit it superbly, and Ireland are back within 1 point of England. Game on. Back to Johnny Wilkinson. He drops for goal again, right-footed, and gets it again. Johnny Wilkinson, second drop goal in this match, and a crucial kick at a crucial time.
Greenwood flips the ball in the midfield. It's Tyndall. Brilliant run from Tyndall. He's going to score. He's reached the line. He's over. Tyndall has scored. He cut through the middle of the Irish defence with a brilliantly angled run. Now England 20 points to 6 ahead.
And remove it out to Wilkinson. And there's a crash ball to Greenwood. He takes it, is held up 1 metre from the line. He gets up to the line. He's over the line, but I don't think the referee can give that, because he can give it. But now England suddenly can see the Grand Slam in the bag. Long missed pass. They're looking Murphy. Oh, he's intercepted by Will Greenwood. It's 35 points to 6. Robinson out to Wilkinson, flick to Leonard, Leonard to Lucy, Lucy to Luger, Luger scores! The Grand Slam is there for England, the last
play of the match, and Wilkinson puts the conversion over. The final whistle goes, and England have won by 42 points to 6 in the most emphatic and decisive manner.
There was a lot of satisfaction. I just felt good for the boys because, you know, we'd been there 2 years before and lost, and we'd been there too many times and lost it. There was a feeling of satisfaction as well, to look up at the scoreboard, to have won and played pretty well in a big pressure game, to have left no doubt.
They saved the best to last, the best performance of the year 2003.
A bunch of boys who've been through a lot, who you get what you deserve, I suppose, and maybe we didn't deserve it in the last 3 years, but I felt this year the boys have worked hard enough to deserve that victory in the Grand Slam.
A fantastic day for English rugby, a fantastic day for this group of players who have done so much over the last 4 or 5 years. They desperately needed this victory today.
You know, we were all delighted with the way we played, I think. You know, we've had a few bites of the cherry and not quite succeeded, but just a great deal of joy, really, and pleasure for a lot of people.
It was just so satisfying. You know, we have won this game so well. We've played really, really well. It was just enjoying that day. And on top of that, we've won the Grand Slam, my first Grand Slam. That was absolute joy.
You know, it's just a case of job well done. Yeah, we've done it. You know, we can just take it easy for a bit.
Pissed and embarrassing. Oh.